Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Grace. Today we are making buttermilk blueberry breakfast cake. This is phenomenal, it's delicious, and as a mom, it is a great way to sneak in extra fruit into the foods that my kids are eating. They are also very picky breakfast eaters, and so breakfast cakes with fruit in them is something that they will eat. And we're gonna just jump right in. This is a super quick, easy, simple recipe. And we are going to you need flour, you need sugar, salt, vanilla, baking powder, 2 sticks of butter. You need buttermilk, you need lemon. If you don't have fresh lemon juice will work. You need blueberries. You can use fresh blueberries, you can use frozen blueberries. At times I even use like a pie filling fruit. I don't use like a whole can. I'll use like maybe half a can if I don't have enough fresh fruit on hand. And then you need 1 egg. I actually am using 2 eggs because my eggs are really small. They're farm fresh ones. And these ones happen to be super small. So I'm gonna use 2 eggs instead of 1, but you need 1 egg. So I'm gonna start with my dry ingredients first. I want 2 cups of 2 cups of flour. Took a second there. 2 cups. There's 1. There's 2. And we want a full teaspoon of salt. I was gonna say half teaspoon. It is a full teaspoon of salt. And we want 2 teaspoons of baking powder. There's 1. There's 2. And then we want 1 cup of white sugar. So I'm gonna put in there. Let me grab my half cup. So you want 1 cup of white sugar. I'm using my half cup here. It's a little less. There we go. That is it for dry ingredients. And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of mix this together a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and mix my wet ingredients. And again, you only want 1 large egg, but I am using farm fresh eggs. They're a little on the small side, so I'm going to use 2. And because I'm using farm fresh eggs, I am gonna crack them into a separate bowl. You can never be too sure with the farm fresh eggs, so. All right, there is 1 egg. And I'll be honest with you, this egg actually looks a little interesting. I'm gonna grab a different egg. Farm fresh eggs, y'all. Okay, grabbed a different egg. Very important motto for cooking. If in doubt, throw it out. That egg was fine. That egg is fine. That first egg, it just had some different orange yellow coloring on it. I haven't really seen before, so I was gonna let it go. So it's just a little whisk. Okay, and then we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You know me, I love vanilla, love the taste. I usually add in a splash more than the recipe calls for. 1 teaspoon of vanilla and a sprinkle. Okay, I'm gonna mix this together. We're gonna go ahead and bring our dry ingredient bowl back in. I'm gonna put the eggs in. And we are going to measure our buttermilk. We're gonna do a half cup of buttermilk. I love to bake with buttermilk. I'm always one of those people, I'm like, what do I do with the rest of the container? Coming up soon, I have a, it's similar to like a Nashville hot chicken, but it's like a buttermilk hot buffalo chicken and biscuit sandwich. It's pretty tasty, but it uses up buttermilk. And then I will probably come up with another baking recipe to finish using up that spare buttermilk. Okay, that is in there. You have your 2 sticks of butter. You want your butter to be soft. So I store my butter in the fridge, my sticks of butter. And so I kind of sort of half melt them in the microwave, but not completely, because you don't want it to be completely liquid. You just want it to be soft. That is in there. We're gonna mix this together gently. I'm all about hand mixing. I like to use as few of dishes as possible when I'm in the kitchen, because face it, I am a busy mom and I already do the dishwasher at least once a day, if not twice. So, I can smell the buttermilk, y'all. It smells delicious. Okay, so this recipe calls for the zest of 1 lemon. I'm gonna be honest with you, I use the lemon juice instead. Because I love blueberry lemon flavor. So I'm actually gonna squeeze this half of a lemon. This was a big lemon. All right, perfect. Don't need a ton. You just want that hint of lemon flavor that blends so well with blueberries. Let's mix that together a little bit. All we have left to add in is the blueberries, and I save them for last because I don't want to squash them. You want them to soften and just kind of have that perfectly baked, melted texture to them. And you don't want them squished. That is pretty good. Okay, the recipe calls for 2 cups of blueberries. It's a little less, but that's okay. We're gonna mix those in, kind of just fold them in. You gotta be gentle with your fresh fruit. If you're into baking and you're new, some of my more recent videos I've done peach cobbler muffins, which are phenomenal. We eat them up in like 2 days. I've got apple crisp. That's a perfect fall recipe. And what else have we been making? Oh, cherry chocolate chip banana bread. So if you like baking, be sure to hit subscribe. I do all sorts of amazing recipes here, but if you're really into baking, make sure you subscribe to that playlist. This is perfect. I'm gonna go get my baking dish. All right, I sprayed my baking dish. I'm using a glass one today. You can use bundt cake pans if you want. You can even turn these into actual muffins, but I'm making a cake, so I'm just put all that in here. That is a heavy batter, I'll tell you. It's on the heavy side. So if you have kids helping you out with this recipe, you might be the one to hold the bowl here for them if they are putting it into the baking dish. It smells so good. This is one of my favorite recipes to make, just because it fills your house with the lemon aroma. We're gonna just kind of, this is a thicker batter too, by the way. This is not like a super liquidy type of baking batter. All right, I'm just gonna kind of, oh yeah, this is gonna be yummy. All right, I'm gonna go put it in the oven. Oh, probably at about 400 degrees, maybe 425. And I'm gonna check it in about 7 or 8 minutes, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna take about 15 to 17 minutes to bake in the oven.